Good day, ma'am. I'm Angeline Fernandez, and the topic that I will discuss today is all about history of volleyball. So, in 1984, the USVBA Board of Directors pledged its priority to the development of this program and reinforced their statement with staff efforts. And in 1985, the USVBA hired the nation's first full-time administrator of Junior Olympic and Youth Volleyball. So, USA Volleyball, acting as a national governing body for volleyball in the United States, established a Junior Olympic Volleyball Division. It is composed of special interest representative, but more importantly, with persons who are highly regarded and respected as leaders in the development of junior volleyball in the USA. They come from the scholastic, collegiate, and club ranks and have an in-depth background in volleyball. And Junior Olympic Volleyball is now viable force within the volleyball community, and it is fully expected to establish volleyball as a primary recreation sport and an important collegiate and scholastic activity. So it is important to establish the United States as a major force in international competition in the future. And next is Northern California has a long history of volleyball activity. In the early years, volleyball competition was centered primarily in the YMCA's. So, the San Francisco YMCA was the first Northern California team to achieve the national prominence by winning the National AAU Championship. And the Imbarbasadero YMCA hosted the National Open Championships in 1939, and the following year finished second in the YMCA Championship. And in 1974, Tom Cutter was instrumental in developing the first Far Western Championship tournament. So, Tom was appointed as the first commissioner of the newly reformed Region 12, encompassing Northern California, Nevada, and Utah. During the 1950s, Stockton YMCA became a national power under coach Harold W. Peterson, winning the Open in 1954 and 1955, and finishing second in 1952. And Bob Myler and Hal Durham each had brief stints as commissioner. So the rules of volleyball have changed many times since William Morgan first developed the game in 1985 with an original purpose of providing some form of recreation and relaxation for business at the Holyoke YMCA. So in 1985, William Morgan, an instructor at the Young Men Christian Association in Holyoke, Mass., decided to blend elements of basketball, tennis, handball, baseball to create a game for his classes of businessmen, which would demand less physical contact than basketball. And he created the game volleyball. And the first rule, written by Mr. Morgan in longhand, contained the following basic features. So the net was 6 feet 6 inches high, and the court was 25 and 50 feet. Any number of participants was allowed. The length of the game was 9 innings, with 3 outs allowed per team and per inning. Continuously dribbling of the ball was permissible up to restraining line 4 feet from the net. No limit on the number of hits on each side of the court. And a serve ball could be assist across the net. A second serve was permitted if the first result in a fault. Any ball hitting the net except on the first service was a fault and resulted in side out. So in 1900, net height was raised to 7 feet 6 inches. Dribbling line was eliminated length of game and was changed to 21 points. And in 1912, court size became 35-60 feet. Official ball was designated as 26 inches circumference and was to weigh between 7 and 9 ounces. Next is number of players on a side was established at 6. Teams required to rotate prior to serving. And in 1915, number of players on a side could range from 1 to 6. Losing teams serve in each subsequent game. Official timer was included. Between 1897 and 1915, the rules were published in the Handbook of the Athletic League of the YMCA. And in 1916, the American Sports published the rules through publishing company in a separate book called Official Volleyball Rules. And in 1916, game points were reduced for 21 to 15 points. 2 out of 3 games determined the winner of a match. The bail could be struck with a fee. The net height was raised to 8 feet, and the weight of the ball was changed to range from 8 to 10 ounces. And in 1920, the ball could be played by any part of the body above the waist. The court size was changed to 30 feet by 60 feet, and the ball could only be played 3 times by each team on each side of the court. So that's all my report. So that's the history of volleyball. So that's all my report. Thank you.